What's up? I'm Pete Last Guy, and this is Caution Tape, where I take a look at this week's episode of NXT, and I tell you a little bit about what hold on. Whoa. How's it going? How you doing? You look good for, considering, I'm back! Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rick Robinson, I'm a man of 1,000 puns, and welcome back to Caution Tape. The way it was meant to be, only here on the BMB universe. Let's go! We kick off this wonderful show with a little bit of tag team action in the Dusty Classic. The DIY, Gargano, Ciampa, take on Ho-Ho Loon and someone named Tien Bing, who is this 6'3" scary Chinese man. DIY win because they're really good, and Ho-Ho Loon and Tien Bing don't because they're not as good of a tag team. I mean, that's not a knock on them, talent-wise necessarily, because, they can do more than I could ever. I don't know, they just don't care themselves, I guess? I don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, DIY, they take care of business. Why wouldn't they? Really, really well done. And guess what? We get number 3, baby. DIY Revival. It's gonna be lit, fam. Spoilers! Even though there's a decent amount of matches on this episode, there's also a whole lot of people talking about stuff. You get Samoa Joe talking about how much he's focused on Nakamura, the mind games that they're playing with each other, and how they're raising the stakes. And that's the great thing about Joe, is that we talked about this last episode. Nakamura is a prime talent, so is Samoa Joe. And he's really, really good at being this very, very angry, pissed off human being that you don't want to like, but you appreciate what he does. TM61 talk about the stuff that they're talking about, and they're Australian and cool and stuff. I really don't remember, because I worked a lot over the last 3 weeks, and I'm basically running on fumes. But we're going to do this show thing anywho. Also, Paul Ellering and the authors of Harambe talk about something, and I don't remember what, because I'm a terrible recapper. Ibushi also talks about stuff, and he talks about how he's going to have a tag team partner to take on Mustafa Ali and Lince Dorado. Who's it going to be? We know it's not Hideo because bad neck, but who is it? The spoiler thing I talked about earlier. Ha, 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 ha. There's a couple women's matches that we have, which is always good. Support your women's wrestling. Aaliyah, bless her heart, takes on Billie Kay, and Peyton Royce is there at ringside, and Peyton Royce isn't wearing heels, which means she's probably gonna interfere in the match. Nope, guess what? She doesn't, because Liv Morgan comes out of nowhere and attacks her. Billie Kay goes and is like, hey, my Australian friend's being attacked by somebody. I'm gonna help her. And then Aaliyah gets a roll-up. And now we have all 4 of these ladies fighting each other, which is probably going to lead into some sort of tag match action where they decide who, things. Which is a great way to set up a match. It's a great way to use 4 women who wouldn't be used on, I don't know of any other parts of WWE that wouldn't be able to use their female talent effectively. Not at all. Nah. Also, we're getting a good amount of growth out of Aaliyah. She has this crazy awesome running axe kick into the ropes that she hits Billy with pretty early on. And, it's established that Billie Kay is the stronger person, and so it doesn't take her down, but it looks wicked. Ty Dillinger, the Perfect 10, squashes Noah Pojays from Hawaii, because that's what happens when you try to wrestle from Hawaii. It's all the jet lag, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, Ty is just ready to go up to Toronto, and he's going to take on Bobby Roode, and then he, heads up the stage, and then what happens? There's a beatdown, and it's comes out, just attacks him on the stage, DDTs him straight onto the stage, doesn't care because Bobby Roode cares not for the life of others, and just looks at what is left of Ty Dillinger's probably, hopefully not actually, but maybe concussed body and says, oh, you want it? You got it. So we're going to get it. And it's going to be cool. So Asuka also has a match. She takes on somebody named Thea Trinidad. And it's real fast. At one point, they run the ropes. Asuka does her little, like, dancey shimmy thing afterwards. Because she's basically taunting this person who's not going to be able to step up whatsoever. and Thea gives the greatest, oh hell no, before running at Asuka and getting destroyed. But like, that was a good character moment, and it's always, you know, great to have those. That's what it's all about, is building these characters up, and that's I'm all for it. All for it. So the match ends, and William Regal comes out and says, oh, Asuka, I guess you're really good at all this competitive things, and oh, guess what? I have someone who's going to compete against you in Toronto, Asuka, and it's Mickie James! Oh! If you're not familiar, go on the network right now. Mickie James, Trish Stratus. This is going to be lit, fam. Dab! Speaking of dabbing, TJ Perkins and Kota Ibushi take on Lince Dorado and Mustafa Ali. And it was a long match. It wasn't a bad match. It was one of those things where maybe I'm just not into it. Maybe it's because I had to, work for a whole bunch of hours this week and not really focusing on what I'm talking about. Maybe it's because I don't like dabbing that much. Maybe it's because there's more flips than, I don't know, something that has a whole lot of flips in it. Or maybe I'm just really sad because Hideo Itami is out with a neck injury route and he's going to come back, and I was looking forward to some strong style kick-assery, and now I don't get as much of it because Kota Ibushi can only do so much of that kick-assery. But again, there's always silver lining. Like, this does a great job of continuing establishing Perkins, who, by the way, is still going to have a match later this week at Hell in a Cell against the Brian Kendrick. So it's at least for him. I'm happy. I'm happy for him. I guess. I'm trying. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rick Robinson. I'm a man of 1,000 puns, and thank you for watching here on the BNB Universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Eat your vitamins. Say your prayers. And never, ever give up. This episode is going to end in 1, 2. They can do... Gross. Just ignore most of this. Ignore. Gross. We get a and there we go. Now I'm just recording, and Peter's going to use this in the one thing. I am the ALEXANDER. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. What?